everything's lightweight these days.
Severe past problem.
Yeah, thank God for the internet. Because that was a lot of things. Yeah, that's right. That's what I do, especially for tennis shoes. Like, oh, these work. And I'll buy the same thing 5, 6 times. Because they'll fit you. Oh, yeah. Okay, we got a couple. Yeah, for sure. And then they can switch it to something else. Did you again? Yep, same.
I almost put those shoes on this.
LED stuff.
Lunge out of it? Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Your dad and I are both happy campers today, side guy.
All right, good afternoon. Let's call the meeting on and please stand up and say the pledge of allegiance, please. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic which stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, good Monday, June 1st, 2026, 6 p.m. Planning Commission meeting at St. George Fire Department, 14100 Airline Highway, St. George, Louisiana. We'll do a roll call, please, ma'am.
Travis Thornton.
Here.
Lauren Marion.
Here.
Philip Aguilar.
Here.
Jason McAllister. Bobby McCabe.
Here.
The minutes are on the website. Everybody look at them in a motion.
Motion approved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Item number 4, public hearing is P 26-001. You want to read the,
PD-26-001 and S-26-0001. It's located in North Bluebonnet Boulevard, east of the intersection of Nicholson Drive and Bluebonnet Boulevard. The owner is SLP LLC. The applicant is Jason Berry, West Village Development, CDL LLC. The site area is 46.02 acres. The existing use is undeveloped. The applicant is requesting a final development plan and preliminary plat for Harveston West Village, Phase 1B, 2, and 3, with 178 developable lots, 12 common area lots, including 2 lots with private ponds, new public streets with sidewalks and subsurface drainage, new private alleys and new private sewer lines on tract V2, and a portion of tracts V4 and W1 of Longwood and Burtville Plantation property. Staff recommendation is approval. The applicant requests approval of a final development plan to subdivide tracts V2 and a portion of tracts V4 and W1, Longwood and Burtville Plantation, into Harveston West Village, Phase 1B, 2, and 3, to include 178 developable residential lots, 12 common area lots, including 2 lots each containing a private detention pond, new public streets with sidewalks and subsurface drainage, new private alleys, new private sewer lines. The UDC requires that when the PUD includes the division of property into lots, the final development plan must be approved concurrently with the preliminary plat. The applicant is therefore also requesting a preliminary plat approval for S-26-0001. The FDP is in compliance with the approved concept plan, revision 5, which was approved by City Council on May 26, 2026. Staff recommends approval of the final development plan and the concurrent preliminary plat.
I just wanted to say too, as we move forward, as Maggie has just read off to you guys, this is the final development plan for the concept plan for Arborston that you all discussed previously. The conditions of the final development plan moving forward was to have an approved concept plan and an updated and approved and accepted, the city accepted traffic impact study that has been done. So council has approved the concept plan for Arborston, and the traffic impact study has also been approved as well. There were some contingencies along with the approval, of which with each individual final development plan, moving forward, final development plans will be required for each individual project that comes in with their own traffic studies. And there has also been updated requirements for that as well, of which when those traffic studies do come in, staff will have the ability to set triggers in which improvements will be made on the roads with each of those traffic impact studies and for each development. So all of that was taken care of with the approval of the concept plan and the traffic impact study.
Brian, a question. You said as we go on, some of these things will be changed, but this is final development plan for phases 1B, 2, and 3. So has all the traffic studies been approved for these 3 phases and the drainage studies for these 3 phases?
They've been accepted, yes.
Is the applicant here?
Yes.
Do you have anything to add to that?
I guess, can you restate your question there? I was coming back.
I'm just saying, you have anything to add to what Mr. Bryant had to say?
No, I mean, I'm here to answer any questions that you guys might have as it relates to.
Commission, you have any questions for him?
Probably needs to state his name and address.
Yes, state your name.
Yeah, sorry. My name is Greg Blouse with DDG, and I'm here on behalf of the applicant. My address is 3960 Birdman Drive in Baton Rouge. And as he stated, so we're asking for final development plan and preliminary plat approval, all in accordance with the approved concept plan, and I can answer any questions that you guys have.
Any questions? Okay, this is a public hearing. We'll open this up for a public hearing. We got anybody want to comment on this? Is anybody here to comment on this? None, there being none, we'll close the public hearing. Commissioners, any other questions or comments?
Move to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried unanimously. Motion approved.
Thank you.
Item B is S26-0018, combination of lots at 16072 Airline Highway. Want to read the
This is S-26-0018 at 16072 Airline Highway. The owner is the Baton Rouge Recreation and Parks Commission, also known as BREC. The applicant is Miriam Owena on behalf of CSRS. The site area is 133.35 acres. The zoning is rural. The existing use is park. The request is a combination of tracts A, B, and C of the Alvin D. Martin tract to create tract A-1. The subject property consists of 4 tracts. Tract A consisting of ball fields and gravel parking, tract B consisting of ball fields and an enclosed structure, and tract C consisting of ball fields. The applicant proposes to combine tracts A, B, and C and create the new tract A-1 of the Alvin D. Martin property. The proposed lot meets the non-residential dimensional standards in the rural zoning district within the suburban character area. The staff recommendation is approval.
Thank you. Is the applicant here? Mr. Sherrill, why are they combining all these lots into one? They own all of them.
It's per permitting and addressing. Some of the proposed buildings on the park would be going across more than one property line. And my understanding is the request ease up. If you only own one property, it gives their opportunity with the permitting process.
That's all I'm saying. Thank you. You got anything to add to what they said? No? This is a public hearing. Does anybody want to speak on this? Anybody here speak on this?
Can you show us a diagram of the property? Thank you.
Anybody want to speak on this? Anybody? No one? No one will close the public hearing. Sean, come back over here, please, sir.
Yes, sir.
So they combining all these lots into one. Do you tell us they're gonna come back with some future plans to build some buildings and whatever else on the property?
Yes, on the planning zoning meeting will be the first phase of this. It's going item 4C, this evening, on the zoning commission agenda.
Okay, thank you. Commissioners, any questions? Any
Motion.
Other questions? Motion?
Motion approved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Thank you. That's the planning commission meeting for today. Item number 5. Sure. Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion adjourned, carries. We'll go directly into the zoning commission meeting. Welcome to Monday, June the 1st, 2026. Zoning commission meeting at 14100 Airline Highway, City of St. George. We'll call the meeting to order. Want to do a roll call again, please?
Travis Thorn.
Here.
Lori Marion. Here. Billy Aguilar.
Here.
Nicholas Allister. Bobby Nixon.
Here.
The minutes have been sent on the website. Any comments? Motion?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion approved, minutes carries. We'll go directly into public hearing. Item number 4, public hearing is SP-26-0003, site plan at 18605 Highland Road. You want to read the description, please?
This is SP-26-0003 at 18605 Highland Road. The owner is Aim Hire LA LLC. The applicant is Brandon Hebron on behalf of Hebron Engineering Services LLC. The site area is 17.06 acres. The zoning is MX4 mixed use regional. The existing use is undeveloped. The request is a site plan to construct a new 3-story, 19,798 square foot headquarters, 210,442 square foot distribution/warehouse building, drainage pond at the rear of the property, and associated parking in the front and sides of the property. The subject site consists of lots 10-A-1, 10-A-2, 10-B, and 9-D of Montan Estate subdivision. Lots 10-A-1, 10-A-2, and 10-B have frontage along Highland Road, and lot 9-D has frontage along Old Perkins Road. The subject property is undeveloped. The applicant proposes constructing a 19,798 square foot office headquarters with an adjoining 210,442 square foot warehouse. Parking is proposed on the front and sides of the property as well as on lot 9-D. Loading bays are proposed on the west side of the proposed warehouse. Staff recommendation is approval.
And note, some of you all may know this site plan as Lipsy's, the new headquarters for Lipsy's.
Is this a typo on this? Not 743,000 square foot. It's not that size. It's smaller than that, isn't it? There's a typo right there in the description.
Yes, that might be the size of the total area of the site.
That's total area of the site, not total area of the building. Okay. All right. Thank you. Is the applicant here, please?
Good evening, Steve Mayer with Preliminary Architects.
Brandon Hebron with Hebron Engineering.
Y'all have any comments to add to any?
No, I just want to say thanks for the planning commission and your staff for working well with us. We've been working on this for 9 months, hand in hand with them, addressing any concerns they had, as well as DOTD. So we're just here to answer any questions you may have.
I'm gonna ask Brandon this. Brandon, I see y'all already done some work. Y'all already dug some of the retention pond, if I think correctly. Did they get a permit to do site work?
Yes, sir.
The detention pond's been there for a number of years, but we have a mass grading permit that we're operating under currently.
Did y'all get that permit from City of St. George or EGR? City of St. George?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes, they are allowed to do some preliminary site work under the permit, but no actual building permits have been submitted, have been given out yet. But for the site work to begin construction, they are able to get the grading work to begin doing that work.
Thank you, sir. Any questions? All right, this is a public hearing, if y'all don't mind. Let's see if they got anybody. Y'all, just hang on a second. This is open for public hearings. Anybody here to speak for and or against us? Anyone? There being no one to speak, we'll close the public hearing. Come back to whatever you want to do. Commissioners, what's your wishes? Any questions?
Motion to approve.
Well, hold on, I got one question. On the site plan, y'all showing an entrance that looks like it's a shared entrance from Ruffino's.
That is correct.
Do y'all have a shared entry agreement with them already?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you.
Their retention pond stays the same size?
It does.
Commissioner?
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Motion carries unanimously. Thank you, gentlemen. Item B is PD 26-0004, a change to the Spud Development and Plan and SP 26004 site plan, Kenworth Science and Technology Academy. You want to read the total description, please?
PD-26-0004 and SP-26-0004. It's located on 8716 Segan Lane and 12581 Perkins Road. The owner is Friends of Pelican Educational Foundation, Inc., Cy Tennessee Funeral Services, LLC. The applicant is Hassan Suzak, Friends of Pelican Educational Foundation, Incorporated. The site area is 10.13 acres. The existing use is educational institution and undeveloped. The applicant is requesting a major change to the SPUD Final Development Plan, PD-26-0004, and Site Plan, SP-26-0004, for Kenilworth Science and Technology Academy, Phase 2, on Lot F4 and Track D1 of the Lewis B. Klein-Peter tract. This request is the first revision to the Final Development Plan for SPUD-4-13, for Phase 2 of the Kenilworth School Development. The school property consists of 2 lots. Lot F4, the existing SPUD-4-13 property located on the west side of Segan Lane, north of its intersection with Perkins Road. The lot constitutes Phase 1 of the Kenilworth School Development, containing a 2-story, 59,100 square foot school building with 35 classrooms, a play field, 190 parking spaces, and a stormwater pond. Tract D1, an undeveloped lot on the north side of Perkins Road that the school intends to acquire to provide a secondary campus access. A letter of intent to purchase the lot was submitted. At the time of application submittal, Lot F4 was zoned SPUD-4-13, and Tract D1 was zoned C1. Educational institution use was permitted in both zoning districts. The proposed additions also meet the threshold for site plan under UDC. Therefore, a separate but concurrent site plan application has been submitted for zoning commission approval under case SP-26-0004. Staff finds that the proposed changes to SPUD and site plan comply with the applicable technical requirements and review criteria of UDC, and therefore recommends approval.
And just for context, looking at the description under item 4B, the change to this particular SPUD for the Kenilworth Science and Technology Academy, in order for it to meet the current requirements of our current Unified Development Code, It triggered a major change to the site design. And that major change was with the addition to construct 3 educational buildings that required a secondary access point to help alleviate some of the current traffic issues that were at Seaton. So that was one of the requirements, was a secondary access point for the revised and updated site plan.
Thank you, Steph. The applicant here?
Yes.
My name is Colin Shortis with DDG, representing the applicant. I don't have any additional information to add, but happy to answer any questions.
When y'all did the traffic study, I think it required you to do a traffic study of the original spud to see how the traffic was going. Did y'all look at that?
So St. George did the traffic study for phase 2.
St. George did the traffic study?
For
For this
this
project?
revised site plan is what you're talking about?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
St. George did the traffic study, okay.
And it was determined during that traffic study that,
Do you have any knowledge of the original traffic study that was done on the original spud?
No, sir.
Okay, it looked like on the original spud, and it looked like when you go back to Google Earth, back to 22, 23, whenever they finished it, it was a right-in, right-out exit from the project. They had some cones or some barricades stepped up across the turning lane to keep people from coming straight out. And they took them down. They took the right turn arrow off the concrete, they took the right turn arrow into the project off the concrete. So to me, that's a violation of the original spud. And what I've seen is, video on my phone right here, a school bus pulling out the right turn on the lane, pulling out and blocking off the 2 lanes coming down Seaton and the turning lane, and letting 8 to 10 buses go around it through a blind sight into the next lane and turn left. All those buses have kids on them. Every one of them. So we're talking about hundreds of kids that are being put in danger by somebody violating traffic laws. What do we do to stop it? Is somebody here with the school here? Who took the paint markings off of the streets coming in and out of the place? Somebody with the school here? You want to come here and answer some questions for us? But are y'all aware of what I'm talking about? The buses pulling out and blocking traffic and letting all the other buses go out and turn left? Are y'all aware of that? Well, why are you allowing them to do it?
We addressed it. It's not happening anymore.
Sir?
We addressed it already, and it's not happening anymore.
It's not happening anymore? I got a video from right when school got out. I got a video of it the other day. I went over there last Thursday, pulled into the site. They happened to have a school bus there. I followed the school bus out. What did it do? It pulled out and turned left. I saw it with my own eyes. This happened last Thursday. Last Thursday. I know school was out, but some school buses were there.
Okay, I'm Hazel Regis Buckles. I am the principal. We also have our first student representative here. So the bus drivers are not directly contracted with us. We are contracted to first students, so all complaints that we would have received, whether it was from community members, whether it was from anyone, whether they sent a video, we made sure that we addressed it with the bus drivers. We also had meetings with our first student representatives to make sure that it was addressed. Drivers who did not follow any of the directives were disciplined, and we make sure that every single time we have our dismissal processes that we do a reminder. Reminders are done in the mornings. They're done through messages to first student as well. and we even remind our staff members as well. So whenever they're brought to our attention, we make sure that we take the necessary steps.
Evidently, they're not listening to you, because every day for the last month, full school got out there doing the same thing.
And I also would like to add that this improvement will help us resolve that traffic problem as well, because there will be a secondary access. So buses will not be going into the signal lane.
Yeah, but they're gonna be going this way. They're gonna be taking a right out.
Well,
They're not gonna be able to take a left. They wanna go that way. That's the way they wanna go.
Yeah, if we will have access on Perkins Lane.
I see that. I see the new access on Perkins. I understand that. I think you need to do modifications to both exits to make sure that they can only turn right. And we'll get with your engineer to see if he can redraw the plan before it goes to council. And we want to look at it before it goes to council, because as it is, we're not going to approve it. If you can't do something to make sure the buses cannot go straight and they have to turn right, then we're not going to approve it, because they've been violating it forever. And it backs up traffic. When that bus pulls out and blocks up traffic, I've seen traffic backed up all the way to the interstate. When school at St. George gets out, St. George can't get out of their dead gum parking lot because this thing is blocked off from y'all. And this has got to stop. So if we can't do something to stop this, then I don't see how we can go forward with this.
Yeah, I 100% agree. We discussed with the staff as well. There will be improvements on signal lane, making that impossible to turn left.
Okay, can I get y'all engineers back over here? Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all comments. Thank you. Question to y'all, can you redesign both exits with a longer sweeping turn to make sure, and with barrier curbs to make sure the buses can't jump the curb and go straight out on either Perkins and or Seagan? Can y'all redesign that before the council meeting?
Yes, sir.
When's the next council meeting, Ms. Dillon? When's the next council meeting? This is the one agenda.
The next council meeting, or the one that they would go to?
The one that they would go to, when is it?
What's the date for that one? I'm sorry. 29.
29? Well, you got plenty of time to do that. That's easy.
23rd, it's 23rd. Yes, so it would go to it would be heard the June 29th, June 23rd meeting.
I wouldn't mind hearing from the first student representative.
Yeah, anyway, okay. Let's open this up. Let's open this up to the public. Anybody want to speak for or against this? Any comments on this? Anybody here?
I have a comment on the access road for the school.
Guys, if y'all don't mind stepping down for a second. Have a seat, state your name and address, sir.
My name is Vincent Viola. My property is on 8800 Seagan Lane. And I'm concerned about the excess traffic that's going to be built up because of the school that's going to be put there. Where's the excess road going to be? It should be down the road from me, right? Because I'm right there by the 2 banks.
Next sheet.
Next one. They have the same access road off of Seagan, but they're putting another access road off of Perkins. If you look at it.
Does it go through from Seagan to Perkins?
This is Perkins down here, the school site's up here. Go back to the first map. The original entrance to the school is over here on Seagan. Okay, so they can come in here, go all the way around, and then exit back on Perkins.
That's beyond that little lake there, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But the entrance is here, okay?
Okay.
To get to Perkins, you gotta come all the way around here, go all the way around the school, come through the backside parking lot, and go out to Perkins.
Okay, so it's further down from me.
Further down, yes, sir.
Okay.
And that's a right in, right out exit also, so they can't turn left there to block up traffic.
Good, good. That's good. That's gonna help a little bit of that traffic at the red light.
All right, thank you for your comments, sir. Anybody else? Please state your name and address, please.
Hi, my name is Teresa Castillo from 36410 Retreat Lane. I have a prepared statement in support of the plan today.
Can you talk into the mic, please?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. I'm a parent of 2 students at Kenilworth Science and Technology Academy, as well as a long-term parishioner of St. Margaret's Episcopal Church, which is shares the line here, neighboring lot to the school. I'm here to express my support for the school's request for the zoning committee today. Our family has been at Kenilworth for 2 years, and I look forward to our girls beginning 5th grade in August. The community at Kenilworth has been a gift to our family, and we're excited that there's an option of a high school expansion, that they might one day graduate in the same school that they started even at 2nd grade. I'm writing in support for the zoning approval needed to provide Kenilworth community and the resources to make this school a continued success and a choice school for our families. I also write as a parishioner, long-term member of St. Margaret's. Kenilworth has been a pretty supportive neighbor and a proven great neighborhood partner on the upkeep of the school grounds, which I think has benefited the whole neighborhood. We've had some issues with some encampments and some things with our vacant space around our church in the past, so I think having this as a great use would help with that. I also am a critic of the turning left offenders at the carpool line in the morning. So I'm also approving of this plan because I really do think, based on the plats and the plan that was presented, that it would alleviate major pain point in that corridor, especially if they can redesign so that people have no choice but to take a right onto Segan, and then when they come out on Perkins, taking a right onto Perkins. To reiterate, Kenilworth has been a valuable part of our community in providing students with a safe, supporting learning environment for our family. And I really do think it would be a benefit for the St. George community to have this option leading into a high school if we can figure out the space arrangements. That's all I have.
Thank you. Thank you for your comments. Anyone else? Councilman Nimmo, please state your name and address, sir. I know where you live at, but I don't know your address.
I know, Councilman Max, I'm on 19331 Hoosier 2 Road, Councilman of District Area 3. It's not my area. But did I hear you correctly? When they come out of the main entrance, there was a concrete barrier or something up there originally and they took it up?
No,
It's just low profile.
The barrier is there. The barrier is there, but it's so small. They had some barriers, they had some little plastic cones.
What good is that?
On the side of, there's a turning lane, I don't know if this, the turning lane is right here, Max. They had some little plastic barriers all the way across here to keep people from turning in here and to keep people from jumping out of the turning lane and going back in the street. So you had to turn right if you got in the turning lane. But now all of that's gone, and what happens is they'll take a bus and pull out a bus coming out the exit and block off these 2 lanes of traffic and the turning lane. And they let, if you want to look at it on my phone, there's
I
got a
believe
video
you.
of it. They got 8 buses coming around this bus, and then this bus pulls out. And then, like I said, last Thursday, they had a bus pulled out here, and while this bus was turning left, a black truck came, sped around him and hauled, you know what, around him, and went around this thing and almost created a wreck.
Well, is there room for us to put a
Well,
for
they
them
can
to
make
put
this-
a concrete
this
barrier
turning lane-
up there?
This turning lane needs to be made where it's a wide sweeping turn with a
Correct.
concrete barrier over here, so they can't go that way, they gotta turn right.
Correct.
And that's what we want them to redesign that, and the same thing on Perkins Road.
Okay. That answers. I'm thinking of how many kids are gonna get killed if they don't do that.
Well, I think, you know, you heard me get telling them, I mean, I got grandkids too, and they go to school at St. George, and they ride the buses, and they go through this same thing. I don't want to see anybody get hurt on the
I
bus.
don't either. That's why I was asking.
Too many kids go through this area, so. Thank you, Mr. Brown. Anybody else want to speak on this? Name and address, please, sir.
Joe Torito, 10420 Piku Lane, St. George. Can we pull up, Colin, the other map that's coming out on Perkins Road, please? Yes. It's shown that it's more to the west side of this particular lot. The lot that's bordering on the west side of this lot is a residence, it's not commercial property. So I'm wondering how will that road affect those people that live there? And what will happen to the property to the east side of that drive? Will it become some kind of a commercial development, or will there be something that will, I guess, would it be better that that road, that drive, be on the east side of the lot so it doesn't interfere with the residents that's on the east side of the lot? They don't, in other words, they don't develop commercial properties next to a residential lot. That's my question.
This is already zone, this is on rural now, isn't it?
Give me 1 second, let me check and see.
Point out something, read the sign this exit, the end of this radius has to be 5 foot from the property line.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
City ordinance.
All right, so I guess what I'm looking at is, will that traffic interfere with the road where it's at? Could it be moved closer to the center, not necessarily in the center, but closer to the center, away from the residence that's on the east side? Can some kind of stipulation be added to that?
I would think they're probably trying to save this maybe for some sports later development or something, you know, like a track or a football field or whatever. And if you bisect it, you're just gonna lose all that buildable area. That's a guess.
So is there a residence on that east side? I'm looking at it.
There's a large house that sits back off the road behind a bunch of rows of oak trees, live oak trees.
Okay, I see. I'm looking at that credit union.
Anyway, that was my comment. Thank you.
So to answer your previous question, the property is where the drive aisle is currently zoned MX2. MX2, so it is commercial. To answer the other question about the placement, it was determined during the traffic impact study that would be the best location for that access on that side for distances for exiting out and for future improvements to be done to Perkins Road. That would be the best and
I
safest.
think you're trying to get as far away from you can as from turning lane, turning from Perkins on the sea.
Yes. So that was determined to be the safest distance to go to the west side of the property instead of the east side.
Thank you. Any other comments? Engineers, please come.
I wouldn't mind hearing from first.
Hold on, there's no other comments? Nobody else wants to comment on this? We'll close the public hearing. I'll ask y'all a few questions though.
I want to hear from first student about what they're doing. They said they had a representative from them.
Yeah, 2 of them here.
No, from the bus company.
Oh, from the bus company. Is anybody? I don't think anybody here from the bus company, is it? Somebody from the bus company?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you come on up? Sorry, guys. We got a little exercise.
Hello, my name is Rick Hendricks. I'm the manager for First Student here in Baton Rouge.
You heard about what's going on?
You heard my comments about what the bus drivers are doing.
Oh, absolutely. We did monitor it at the beginning of school. At one point, there was a police out there that he couldn't be out there. And I guess after the school year got started, some drivers did attempt to do what you're saying doing. I guess they ended up the school year that way. But I can assure you that would not happen again.
Any other questions? Any questions for the bus company? Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Mr. Engineers, please. Sorry about that. Making y'all work a little bit.
That's all right.
Okay, the city did the traffic study. Who did the drainage study?
We did.
And y'all determined that adding all these buildings, adding all these driveways, the retention pond was big enough to, and I'm assuming we reviewed this, the existing retention pond is big enough to carry all the excess water, excess runoff?
Yes, sir, that's correct.
Any questions for him?
Yeah, I got a question. I'm looking at this drawing right here. It's supposed to be right in only. This is a 90-degree angle. You can easily go down Perkins and make a turn in here and just stop up all this traffic. This needs to be designed the same way that the other entrance needs to be designed, where you have no choice. Do we even maybe need entry, whatever, like we have on the other one?
So you're asking for a more controlled access point to ensure,
Yeah, because I'm gonna tell you, this is what somebody's gonna do. They'll come right up here, and you can turn in. It's just a 90-degree little concrete bump. It's not gonna stop anybody from doing that.
that's something that we could, that can be made as a
So
motion
maybe
with
it
the
needs a
approval.
turn lane here too, with the barricades and then the park, just like it's gonna be up there.
Did the traffic study say it needs to be right in, right out, or?
Yes, for
There's
safety.
There's no left turn here, so that design really is not
That's not
reflective of what we decided.
Excuse me,
Right.
clarification. So the traffic study, I'm Alex Shortis, I'm the
Right.
development engineer for the city. The traffic study does allow a left in.
It does allow a
Restricts
left
the
in.
left out. I want to just clarify that.
All right in, but not.
So that's why it's shown as directly straight, because the left in is allowed. We
Right.
do not want people turning left out
The
of this
left out is
site,
not allowed.
but the left in is allowed.
Right. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Left in is allowed.
I understand what that, yeah, but that's not what we've been talking about the whole time. It said right in, right out.
Right.
And that's not shown, it's shown coming this way.
But see, the way the island's designed is they can turn left into it.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said. That's gonna be a mess too, right here.
Is there any further questions for the city's engineering staff? Was there any further questions for the city's engineering staff?
So we're able to require, request that there be a contingency to modify what's existing there to make it more appropriate from a safety standpoint to where it's only right out and only right in, and have physical barriers there to make sure that's a possibility at both the Perkins and the Seagan entrance and exit.
So the Seagan for sure, that modification can be made. There's nothing existing at Perkins, so there would be a modification. You mean a modification to the plan?
To the plan, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's possible. The school's purchasing the entire property, so the modification of the driveway is a possibility, but like I said, the city's study did allow for the left in, based on our.
Yes, the study did allow for a left turn lane off of Perkins into the site, right?
A left turn movement into the
Right,
site,
right.
yes.
I mean, I know what that place looks like at that time of day. It's all backed up here. It's gonna be really dangerous to turn across right there.
Turn.
Like if you wanna go to the nail place or the dog store, or whatever, and you're turning across right there, I mean, that's dangerous.
So our city ordinance allows of that.
It's a traffic.
He's saying, it will, turn across 2 lanes of traffic, but he's saying, yes, it allows it.
Yeah.
So what can we do to say, we would rather write it?
So there's two things that are happening here. They're requesting two things. They're requesting two things. One, they're requesting the final development plan, the new final development. Is that right? Right. They're requesting site plan approval for the changes, but for the site plan approval to be, when you guys vote, you need to condition the site plan approval on the council's approval of the amendment, the change, major change to the SPUD development plan. So your site plan approval
Well, we make it
has to be
contingent
contingent
upon
on the council.
Right, well, whether we make it a contingent upon that or not, if the council doesn't approve changes further,
Sure,
that's it.
sure.
It doesn't matter.
Right, and so we're also asking you to recommend to the council the change to the major change to the SPUD plan, the SPUD final development plan. So, you can recommend that approval with any conditions you want. And then the council will decide ultimately what whether or not to have all of those conditions or not.
And Commissioner Marion, just to kind of clarify, some things that are not shown on here, but were kind of like also included in the consideration for the Perkins and Segan entry and exit ways, was that there is already in place a Move BR plan that is going to be taking place. On Segan, there is going to be a raised median to kind of like also stop from people being able to drive directly across the road. On Perkins, during the construction process, as you were talking to making it like, as Alec was saying, a left turn in, there are provisions already put in place for that Move BR plan that would address people being able to make a safe left turn in, so they wouldn't be able to. There are safety provisions put in that plan already for road improvements along Perkins that would limit and make it safer basically for those people to be able to turn into that way from as making the left into that area.
Is that gonna be put in place before this is built?
It wouldn't be put in place before it's built, but that's something that we could work through or have that included if you guys don't mind, have shown on the plans that is something that they can do or put in something temporary until it is done to ensure for the safety.
You know, if we wait on Move BR, we'll be waiting for a long time.
But I think if making a recommendation to say add in the improved standards to ensure that safety is being considered and for the improved access control of those, that is something that we can take and have added to the plans to ensure that it is shown on the plans and it is constructed in place.
Okay, I just want to make everybody aware of something else too. You said we did the traffic study, the city of St. George did the traffic study. Who with the city of St. George did the traffic study?
Stephanie and Sean Trotman.
Stephanie, and who does Stephanie work for?
Stephanie Phillips with the city of St. George. Director, city engineering director.
She also works for DDG, doesn't she?
So,
Okay. And the presentation here is from DDG also. So I just want to make everybody aware of that. To me, it's a conflict of interest. So I just want everybody to be aware of that. Any more questions, commissioners?
So, I guess I'll make a motion that we approve with the contingencies that there are increased force turns ins off of Segan to make the left turn out of the existing driveway if possible. And then for on the new entrance, there be added improved standards for access controls for the left end off of Perkins.
Yes. And we can take care of that and have that updated before the council meeting, and I would be happy to share those updated plans with you guys when submitted.
You will have the redrawn by our next meeting?
Yes.
You can ask the engineers here, Councilman Nimmo, can y'all have that done by, of course, you got almost a whole month to do it, so I assume y'all can do that. But what they're talking about is redoing the exit on the Segan, where it's a wide sweeping turn where a vehicle cannot, under any circumstances, go straight across.
Yes, yeah, and we would revise this driveway configuration as well. Basically,
And just remember, you gotta be 5 foot off the property line too with the edge of the radius.
Yeah, that's correct.
And hopefully Baton Rouge comes through with the median in the middle.
Okay, so we got a motion to approve contingent upon them revising the drawings to exit on the Segan, right turn only exit onto Segan, where there's no possible way to go straight across, and revise the exit onto Perkins to do a right turn only exit too, correct?
No, to add improved standards to access controls for the left turn in off of Perkins. because that was allowed with the traffic study. We needed to
The
make
left
sure.
turn on Perkins, you left turn into the site, but not left turn out of the site.
Correct.
Right.
Into the site.
Right. Right, so we want the exit lane, so you can't make a left turn out of the exit lane. Similar to what we're gonna do on Seagan. We want a barrier curve there, something so they can't jump that barrier curve and make a left turn lane on the Perkins.
Correct.
So this is gonna be a little difficult design, but, anyway, we're gonna make this approval contingent upon y'all having that ready for the next council meeting. And I would like y'all to, when you get it done, I'll give you my card, please give me I'd like to review it before you send it to them.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Thank you, gentlemen. Did we make it correct, Walt?
Yeah.
Hey, I don't answer that phone all the time, so leave me a message, I'll call you back. Because that's my St. George phone, hardly ever answers, but I'll just check my message every now and then. Thank you. Item C is S26-0007, site plan at 16072 Airline Highway. Applicant here? Is the applicant here for, Mr. CSRS, Mr. Sherrill?
Yes, as stated in the agenda, this is for the first phase of the overall ballpark at Airline Highway Community Park, which you'll see on the slides is showing the site plan. All of this work, whenever it gets flipped to it, this majority, all of it's shoved up towards Airline Highway, which is the furthest from the Santa Maria community. It's all on the front end. That's the highest part of the property. There you go. Thank you. You see Airline Highway at the south, at the top, and exactly what's in the description here. Requesting the demo, all the existing features out there to be able to start producing 2 multi-use fields, 3,800 square foot restroom building, maintenance lot, pole barn, 2 maintenance buildings, the parking lots with that. As I was saying, everything.
So you're gonna rebuild all these fields now, Sean?
What's that?
They can rebuild all these baseball fields?
Yeah, everything's getting redone.
All this will be completely new?
Yeah. At this point, we're just showing you the first part. This is just phase 1 of the overall. And of course, anything further towards the back, we start approaching, get closer to Santa Maria and other things will be in a public meeting setting such as this.
Thank you, Mr. Sherrill. Questions for commissioners? Any questions?
This is the site next to the state fairground.
Yes, it is. This is the state fairgrounds.
All right, this is a public hearing. We'll open this for a public hearing. Anybody want to comment on this public hearing project?
I got one question.
Yes, sir.
We're putting that, safe house building in the back. Is there a road cutting in between all these fields leading to the back?
Mr. Aguilar, or
Another safe house.
3A, see the letters 3A, that's where the safe building is. Safe room building.
That's it.
Right
Okay.
now, 3, it's tucked
I
up.
can't see where it says that, that's why I'm asking.
Oh, the big large
Yeah,
letters.
I understand what you're saying.
Oh, yeah. So that is on the,
Go ahead, sir.
okay. So that's on the higher ground, closer toward the
Right.
highway, rather than being tucked to the back.
Okay, thank you.
And what is 3D?
Future.
Small plan.
3D? Towards the
doing
West
in
Creek?
phases.
Yeah, it's all low back there.
Okay.
Okay, we've done the public hearing. Any other public comments? Thank you, Councilman Newman. Any other public comments? There being none, we'll close the public hearing. Commissioners?
You did approve?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried unanimously. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Sherrill. Item D is CU-26-004, conditional use permit at 980-100 Bluebonnet Center. Want to read the description, please?
CU-26-0004. It's located at 9100 Bluebonnet Center Boulevard. The owner is 9100 Bluebonnet Center BR LLC. The applicant is T. Sabarak. The site area is 2.8 acres. acres. The existing use is medical offices, clinic, bank, or office. The applicant is requesting a conditional use permit for 2 roof signs on a single structure. The subject property consists of Lot 4 of the Bluebonnet Center property, located at the southwest end of the Bluebonnet Center Boulevard, with access provided via the private street Yellow Brick Road. The subject property contains an approximately 70-foot high office building with 2 existing B1 bank wall signs mounted near the top of the structure. The subject property abuts the following uses. To the west is low-density residential. To the south is Interstate 10. East and north are offices. And nearby properties along Bluebonnet Boulevard contain a mixture of commercial uses, including a hotel, restaurant, and gas station. The proposed roof signs comply with all applicable requirements except the installation of 2 roof signs and the overall building height minimum requirements. Staff recommendation: the proposed roof signage exceeds the standard UDC requirements related to sign height and the number of roof signs permitted on the property. As a conditional use request, the application is being presented for consideration of the specific site conditions, building sign, and overall compatibility with the surrounding area.
Hang on a second. Is the applicant here? The applicant's not here. If the applicant's not here, I'll make a motion to deny.
I make a substitute motion to defer it to the next meeting.
Second motion to defer.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Yes, sir.
Just one quick question. Where on Bluebonnet is this located? I mean, next, give me a landmark.
Like this is.
Right by the interstate.
Right at the interstate.
Tasha and, you know, there's a
In,
gas station right here.
the ordinance also says they can't have 2 signs, they can only have 1. Is that correct?
Yes, the ordinance specifies that 1 rooftop sign can be requested, and they're requesting 2.
Anyway, my comment is if somebody doesn't want to show up to get something approved, I think we need to deny it.
Well,
They differ with y'all, but anyway.
they could have got a car wreck or something, we don't know, so I think we give them some grace, give them 30 days and.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, item E is T20. Yeah, we voted to defer.
Okay.
Item E is T26-003, bulk storage hazardous materials. Staff, you want to tell us what this is all about?
All right. So with what we have here, it's the T26-0003 bulk storage. It's going to be a text amendment for bulk storage of hazard materials. This is a text amendment to amend Title VII of the Unified Development Code to establish a storage of hazard materials in bulk as a use with standards and to provide it with related matters. Essentially, this text amendment came about as we were going through and developing or looking into updating the zoning districts within the city. We realized that there were places in which there were already bulk storage located within properties that were zoned rural, and for those properties within the code, this is essentially creating space to address those legal non-conforming lots that we currently have, and to do so with the text amendment, this essentially allows them to be conditional in nature and give provisions around how they are developed now and in the future with any expansions that they may have within the future. So essentially, it's to add provisions to a number of existing uses that we already have that we don't have language to essentially control what is there. So this gives us the ability to speak to what parameters would be used if there is ever a need for an expansion or if anything like this comes in the future, since we already have a number of them throughout the city operating as legal non-conforming uses.
So basically, what we're trying to do is regulate some smaller hazardous material issues like what we were talking about earlier. Is there's a natural gas line they're trying to put the smell into it, which is a hazardous material that goes into it.
Yeah.
That's one of the things here. But does this also control like big, huge bulk storage tanks like at one of the plants, like a 100,000 gallon tank?
That would, yes, there are also provisions to control bigger industrial uses of natural gases as well, included in this as well. Just the parameters surrounding things that we don't have in place right now, like buffers, whether it be site distance from the nearest residential use, whether it be landscaping to cover things up. Some access things are also mentioned in there as well as to where you can access, how close you can be to other uses. So we are putting those standards in there with this.
All right, thank you. There's no applicant on this. This is by the parish, or by the city, excuse me. Does anybody want to speak on this as a public hearing? Open it to a public hearing. There being no comments, we'll close the public hearing. Commissioners?
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Item F is T26-004, signs and billboards.
This is to once again amend the unified text amendment to amend the Unified Development Code to update regulations for signs and billboards and to provide it for other related matters. Specifically, what we're looking at is refreshing some of the language within the Unified Development Code to make it easier to read for staff. I mean, well, not easier to read for staff, but for stakeholders, and easier for the staff to interpret, to give the information to stakeholders. And also, as you guys may know, there was a moratorium on billboards. This is to put in the standards for billboards moving forward, essentially discussing signs, size, materials that are being used, and also the location of where billboards can be in the future, which is essentially only them being located along certain corridors.
Thank you, staff. This is a public hearing too. We'll open this for a public hearing. Anybody want to speak on this? There being none, we'll close the public hearing. Commissioners?
Move to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Item G, T26-005, street name change procedures.
This is a staff-initiated text amendment, once again, for the Unified Development Code to update the procedures for a street name change. Essentially, what this focuses on is providing more insight into the requirements for what a street name change would consist of, as far as the number of signatures needed for residents living on that street. It also updates the price and provides more guidelines for the procedures needed to request a street name change in the Unified Development Code, as well as with any existing ordinances. This would clarify that language and the process.
All right, thank you, staff. Any comment? Excuse me, this is a public hearing too. Anybody want to speak for or against this? Anybody? Open the public. We'll close the public hearing. Staff?
Motion to approve.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried unanimously. Next item is other business. Do we have any other business? Anybody want to say anything about any other business? Any other business, anybody? Item number 6 is general and public comments. Anybody want to comment on anything we discussed here today? There being none, item 7, adjourn.
Move to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Motion adjourned. Thank you for getting the meeting. Thank y'all.